All right, we heard you also say that the elders, they should be visited, not visiting. Is it too late then, or do you still think that the president should visit Benue, even Taraba as well?
Well, we have seen it as a global practice, a practice that is well acceptable, where you have crisis and violence and lives were involved. Even if the president or the presidency is in China or Fuji or Netherlands, certainly he should come back. And in a situation where you have violence just some hundreds of kilometers out of Abuja, I believe that the president should be able to be seen to be there. The president should visit a number of places, including the need for him to visit southern Kaduna and Biringwari area, my constituency, where people have suffered. He should visit Plateau, Benue, and all places that there are. And if there is none, certainly the vice president should be able to be seen there. But it is odd for over 73, 75 people to be killed. And then you now see Benue moving to Abuja to come and have a photo up with the president. And I wonder what is that? I believe that it is the villa that should go to that. But if that is going to bring the solution to the problem, well, there is their state, but I think, to me and my own thinking, it is wrong, and that it's still not too late. And we are still talking about even a national security summit to address this problem of herdsmen. And I suggest that if there is any best venue for that summit to take place, is to be where this crisis is taking place, not in an air-conditioned five-star hotel in Abuja here.
I want to quickly slip this in. You have said that you believe that the state government should be the one to establish the ranches. The state governments that believe in ranches should be the one to establish. Well, you heard just before we came to the studio, Most Reverend Nicholas Oko saying that he believes that this is a business, and those who are involved in this business should be able to make the necessary investments to go into ranching. What do you make of that, conflict? It would seem beginning to come up as a result of the ranching laws being promulgated by some of the states.
Well, to my issue, I don't see anything wrong. Livestock is part of agriculture, and if a state sees that it is a priority to eat, then they should be able to support it and to see that it works. It's also a business. In as much as you support small-scale industry, you should be able to support that. But I think that should be a state affair. And we have credit facilities for livestock from the CBN and from the Nigerian Agricultural Cooperative Bank and so many other things. Those things should be made open. What we need to understand is that crisis should be an opportunity for new thinking and new ideas. And it is very clear that the practice of free movement of cattle to different communities now is becoming a national security problem. And there should be a new design, a new national livestock design to which communities will be encouraged to keep their cattle and see what they can do. If the government in Yobe State believe so much that they have a lot of cattle farmers in court, and there's a need for them to support them, they should be able to establish cattle ranches. But I think also we shouldn't extend laws to which everyone simply be targeted at. We all consume beef. Yes. And it's a business which should be supported.
Well, distinguished, when I ask you quickly, the Senate has given the Inspector General 14 days to arrest perpetrators of the Benue killings. They're more specific about the Benue killings. What happens in the event that the Inspector General is unable to meet the 14-day ultimatum that has been given to him?
Well, there was yesterday a report that was presented on the floor of the Senate. And that report carried a vague message to the security agencies. It says that security agencies and intelligence agencies should hasten or work hard to see that the perpetrators of this crime are brought to book. But I rose my hand and I stood up to speak, and I said, the Inspector General, we should be very definite and specific. He should be given 72 hours. And then some persons came and said it is too short. And then he was given a target of 2 weeks. What we have seen, like what was said in the report, that no stone should be left unturned. This is a cliche that has been used continuously. All stones have always been left unturned in Nigeria as far as killings are concerned. So instead of using these stoning and unturning languages, I said we should make it specific. The Inspector General of Police should move in within the next 14 days to apprehend the perpetrators of this. Because what we do in Nigeria is that each time you have crisis and violence, what the political class try to do is to play with time to ensure that it goes out of headline.
Yeah, but in the event that he's not able to meet the ultimatum, what happens?
Certainly we're going to take a new position on that, which I'm not going to say here. But if he fails in the next 14 days, we will certainly move to take a position on that again.
Well, distinguished, it's a very good place to leave it. We have been speaking with Senator Shehu Sani, who is the chairman Senate Committee on International and Local Debts, and also the deputy chairman of the Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs. Sunrise Daily continues in a moment. Please stay with us.